you all of you with us. First off, let me get Sterlite Kane out of the way. Jagan, have you had a chance to look at the deal in greater detail? And I think more importantly, for Kane shareholders, what's your advice? And the offer may be at least 2 to 3 months away.
Yeah. In the whole transaction, everybody is a winner. Kane is a winner, broadly speaking, and even Vedanta is a winner, so to speak. But only party probably at disadvantage is the minority shareholders of the Kane, because it is a live example how the non-compete agreement fees being either used or misused or abused, whichever way you want to call it. When the new guidelines, most probably that element will go out. That will be good for the minority shareholders in the future transactions. But currently, I think at 3:30, I think it's better to sell it off for the minority shareholders in the market, because 3 months away, on top of that, there can be an issue about regulatory approvals, government approvals, and finance cost involved for 2 3 months. I think 3:30, it's a fair sell if the open offer price is going to be 355.
You won't wait to tender it in the offer, Jagan? You're saying it's sell it at 3:30?
Yeah, I think it's about 20 rupees spread. It's a too big a chance, Prashant. And secondly, on top of that, acceptance ratio is a big issue, because anyway you are betting on the Petronas decision about whether they want to tender it in their open offer or not. So if they tender, I think net put together the break-even price at the current price will work out to something like 320, 325. So hardly any spread is there to really get excited. So before this transaction, there was a lot of anticipation that the eventual price is going to be 400 rupees, the transaction price. So there is definitely a spread, but now I don't think there is any excitement.
Okay. All right, fair enough. That's from a transaction point of view. Just a quick comment on Sesa Goa, Jagan, if you've got a comment. What would you do with that one?
Yeah, the Sesa Goa has a lot of cash on the balance sheet, so probably that's the reason why they have used that stock for this transaction, because that was a surprise to the market, because that came from almost from nowhere. A lot of anticipation about Sterlite's involvement, but nobody expected Sesa Goa to do this transaction. But if you are part of the group as a sibling sympathy, you have to participate in such transactions. And Sesa Goa, yeah, it's a non-core business for them, but that's the way game goes.
Okay, remember, this would still need a government approval from, the asset side, and SEBI nod from a regulatory perspective for the offer to go through. At least at this stage, we haven't heard whether there would be any problems in that regard.
And their lending rates. One analysis shows that margins for State Bank of India will actually improve by 6 basis points. Net banking and the prices that the stocks are currently trading at, what would be your strategy on the heavyweights?
I think overall banking sector has come into big limelight, especially after that banking license as a theme. And as far as these banks are concerned, definitely they have done fantastically well, so to speak, because there was a concern about savings accounts being rated on a daily basis products, and there was a concern about NPA ratios, and there was concern about revision in the NPA provisions from October. So there is a widespread of regulatory issues there. But I think bank, if at all any area, if at all one area, if somebody wants to get in, I think banking is one place probably now, because overall sector has done well. I think there is definitely excitement. Yeah, I'm sure RBI will keep increasing its aggression against inflation, because that's the way it can be. There can be no other ways. But I think banking can be a good place now.
Views on banking, you like them. We've got your calls on Kane and Sesa Goa. What about SKS? 1088, up 10.5% yesterday. Decent listing gains, but from here on, it's an expensive stock. I mean, the gains could be capped.
Yeah, it is definitely expensive. So definitely listing gains came. No point for investors to become greedy and stay invested. I think they can book profits and look for somewhere else. And SKS and Make My Trip listing in Nasdaq. These two show that probably the market is showing signs of sort of topping out, because this always happens. The investors get in at the final stages of the valuation when they get stretched. So So make my trip almost symbolizes it's a one-way trip from India to heaven via Nasdaq. So the company is yet to post profits. 9-10 financial year, it posted $6 million loss. Current valuation of the company is $850 million. That is, we are talking about 4,000 crores for a company which is yet to make even 1 rupee profit. So,
but you know, that's a different constituency for Make My Trip and
no, what I'm saying is
SKS.
these two, more or less, both have the shades of India growth story, and both are expensive. So listing gains good, take the profits and move on. I don't think it validates any fresh buy from here.
Anything else out there in the mid-cap space, something that you're watching?
Yeah, I think currently some PSU mid-cap banking also it's a good space, because when the rally has happened in the banking, some PSU mid-caps were overlooked by the market. So I think some catching up game maybe need to happen.
Which ones?
Because I think there is case of Vijaya Bank is there, and then there is even Canara Bank is looking good, and then some banks have posted very healthy profits as well this time. So in the PSU mid-cap, from the sheer valuation spread or the arbitrage available, I think that's not a bad place. But one thing is sure, if the market falls, everything falls. That caution is always there.
I'm going to take you to pockets of the market that we haven't talked about in a while. The Baltic Dry Index is looking up. Is shipping attracting any of your mind space?
Shipping, it is definitely getting into the area of bit of undeciding zone kind of thing. So it is better to stay away, because these stocks tend to move very fast on the day when the market falls.
All right, 60 seconds and a little more to go for the opening take this morning. Quick word, Hitesh, on Suzlon, sold off yesterday.
Suzlon is looking, I think real estate has opened up quite well. DLF and Unitech are looking strong on the opening, and even telecom.
You're still saying it's better to sell Kane in the market than to wait for 2 months to tender in the offer, right?
It's like 2.5 months away. I think that's a too long thing to play for 10 rupees gap. And on top of that, and I think the stock will remain at 320, 330. If the stock goes below 320 or 315, probably then the arbitrage spread looks a little more convincing, because otherwise you are taking a big chance about the Petronas as well. Because Petronas from here on may think, because even though they acquired their 14.9% earlier with the strategic intent, now Vedanta coming in, their strategic intent has no meaning beyond a point now. That means there is no chance of they increasing the stake. So they may think, well, let me exit. Meaning thereby, if they participate in the open offer, the chances of for any investor or a shareholder to make money goes down in the part of the open offer. So I think at 335, I think 350, it's definitely a sell. At 20 rupees is not a great spread now.
All right, fair enough. Jagan, Hitesh, Sailabh, appreciate your time, gentlemen, this morning. Good talking to you and getting those views across as always.